What's up, ASG? Welcome to the ASG Rewind. Today we are going to be talking about X-Men: The Dark Phoenix. Oh my gosh, guys. This movie was insufferably bad. Like, it was tough. It was definitely a tough watch. But what's the first thing that you guys noticed about this movie?
Before we go into anything, I just want to preface, as we start this ASG double feature, me and Bredzo did this as an ASG double feature. We watched Dark Phoenix and New Mutants back to back, same night. Yeah. And it was rough. It was rough. I mean,
like, my brain still kind of hurts from what I watched. And I'm still kind of mad at what I watched too, or what we watched.
And I'm just going to say, I'm sorry if these are like some of our shortest ASG rewinds ever, but there's not much to say but bad. I mean, so Yikes. Dark Phoenix and New Mutants, they both open out with the like cringe.
They do, the cringe monologue.
The cringe monologue about like, I'm going to be the hero and
Oh, yeah.
And that just kind of sums up my feeling of the movie.
It's weird.
Bro.
It's so weird. But, Julian, I'm kind of curious. So, I know you...
You just got fresh off the
Yeah, because you got fresh off it. I want to know what you're thinking. What's going on in the temple up here?
Nightcrawler killing people?
Right.
Yeah. Oh!
I totally forgot about that. That's great. Yeah.
Nightcrawler, like, straight up grabs somebody, teleports him in front of a train.
Yeah.
Teleports away, and then he gives like a demon smile at him and teleports.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that is not Nightcrawler.
Puts his tail through somebody's like neck.
Yeah.
Like this
he
crazy
should just be a
stuff.
Zazel at that point.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, they might as well just bring him.
Yeah.
Like,
and he was praying and stuff too.
But to be fair, well, yeah, he kind of did kill a human being because those aliens kind of like took over, or like,
I guess that's true. Those aliens were in the body of the people. So do we give Nightcrawler a pass for that?
Because they were already kind of dead.
Does Jesus only?
Well, this isn't
condemn human killing. Is aliens?
Well, this isn't a debate on what's right or wrong in Jesus' eyes.
I'm not sure about that.
But the thing is, yeah, that's a great point. He does kill.
Yeah.
Which argumentative about killing, whatever.
I will say though, I do like that Nightcrawler is like a big player though.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, don't get me wrong. It was fire scene.
Yeah.
Like he was like going crazy.
He was going crazy.
Yeah.
He was going crazy.
So I like that he was really in a movie and didn't get to,
Yeah. Another thing that I noticed.
Waste him.
I also think he looked weird.
He looked even different. More different.
He looked different to me, but
okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was the hair.
Yeah.
I think he had different hair.
You know what my biggest pet peeve about this movie was? Is that in Days of Future Past, we end off, Cyclops got his classic outfit on. Oh, we all give these characters like their own suits.
Colorful,
but then, colorful, different suits. And then you get to this movie, they suit up in the same suits. They're literally wearing the exact same suits, which, another, argumentative statement, because they are like suits from, comic
they're supposed to resemble...
They're supposed to resemble like comic book accurate suits, but these aren't their individual special suits that we literally saw in a previous movie. Yeah. So, what are you doing? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I
hate that's when I was like, oh, dude, I hate this movie already.
Do you like these suits less than you like the original black leather with just the X on the collar? And shit.
I don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know
how I feel about it either.
Because I like that it's got some color to it. Mm-hmm. Big yellow X, but it's definitely mid.
Yeah,
it's freaking mid.
It is really mid, and it's just like
Cyclops has his worst visor that he's ever had in any of the movies. So he looks freaking dumb as hell.
Yeah, and he wears it even when he's not in his suit. He can't just wear glasses?
Bro, we've seen this dude in every other movie. Just when he's casual, he's got the red glasses sunglasses on.
Yeah, but in this one he didn't.
He's like, no, I gotta look like a dumbass. Wear this shit around. Like, buddy, what are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know. The suits
I,
are just
I
not
also didn't like Jean Grey School.
Yeah, oh man, yeah.
Dude!
So yeah,
like what?
we're gonna skip around hella because if you're not skipping around, like the plot is stupid on both of these. So
yeah,
but yeah, towards the end we see that after everything has gone down, it is turned into the Jean Grey School of Gifted Youngsters,
and she's not even there. It's like you might.
Well, it's in memoriam because Professor X is retired.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bruh, Professor X retires?
Yeah, this had to be the last movie. Like for like the actual X-Men movie, this had to be the last one.
Yeah,
had to be.
Like Professor X retires. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this movie didn't like this.
It was bad. I mean,
I even think the acting
so like
was
you said, yeah, like the plot though.
Yeah.
We get these aliens that can shapeshift into like humans.
Yeah.
And they're trying to take the Dark Phoenix energy out of Jean. But it's like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers,
okay,
bro?
yeah, we don't learn where they're from. We don't learn like a weakness. We don't learn anything about, so these creatures are nothing. And then to top it off, these creatures are creatures that go into human bodies.
Yeah.
They 100% did that so that they didn't have to deal with CGI.
Yep. Yeah.
100%.
They 1,000,000,000% was just like, okay, so we're gonna show like 2 of them at the beginning so that people like understand what
like
they
these are the aliens.
But they're gonna go into humans so that we can just film with people.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it's just like, okay, so now we have no character in the movie. It's just this blonde, super blonde, bleached haired lady that has
and they just can't
like
die.
Carry the whole.
Yeah.
They
film.
can't die.
Yeah, they can't die.
Yeah, they can't die until. Well, no, they die, but she can't.
Yeah,
When
she
she
can't.
when
Well,
she
yeah,
gets
yeah, she
Jean's
can't
power.
die. But what I meant was, did it not feel like anytime like it was they were getting shot, they'd get down, but then they'd like kind of slowly get back up.
Yeah, they were definitely strong.
They were like picking. They were like picking and choosing.
They gotta make them a threat.
I know, but I'm just saying like they picked and choose who could eat bullets and who couldn't.
Yeah.
Because like some aliens were getting fucked up, like getting shot, and then they just eat that shit, and then they would regrow back the skin on their faces. But it was just like, I didn't understand that. I thought that was pretty
what
cheap.
I was even gonna say is like the acting was like the
yeah.
worst out of all the X-Men. The
Jean-
new X-Men.
Yeah, Jean is.
It's almost like they didn't even care.
Insufferable.
So
throughout this.
very.
Like,
And
when,
I even thought that about Professor X and Magneto at the end.
Thank you.
Even at the end, like the end was like.
See,
Professor
so when
X
we
seemed
were
hella
watching,
insufferable.
Zoe was like, "Yeah, I'm not really fucking with Professor X this one," and I was like, "No,
He just seemed like
I liked him.
He just seemed like a cuck.
But man, maybe I'm.
No.
Like he just seemed like a weirdo cuck that was like Gene, like he was getting too just annoying.
Yeah.
Cause like even, and they bring it up like Magneto's back. Like, we use Magneto again.
Mm-hmm.
But he's back, and he's like basically telling, he's like, it's always a lecture, Charles. And he's like, then it's like he literally says it's always a lecture, literally telling the audience like, yeah, we know Professor X is talking his ass off a lot in this movie. Continue to give us lecture after lecture after lecture. It's like, bro,
and I'm glad you
start using
Magneto,
your freaking sidekick powers,
because he's given the exact same story beats as before, but he does it in like 5 or 10 less minutes of screen time. Where he starts off as not even he's neutral. He doesn't even care about what's going on. And then the X-Men come to him with a big problem. Oh, Magneto, stuff's going on, and we
he just
need
gets
you.
dragged into it.
He gets dragged into it, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill Jean Grey," and then he has to realize that, "Oh, no, I'm actually still low-key the good guy at the same time," which is the same story we've done with this guy for every single one.
But then again, why the fuck did Jean go there in the first? There was no reason for Jean to go straight to Magneto.
Jean leaves the
because she originally leaves to go see her dad.
Yeah,
but she goes to fucking so she does that, and then she kills Raven. Then she goes to Magneto, the last person you would want to go to after you kill somebody he loves.
And that's why I think it was just like they were trying to be like, oh, she's super guilty, so she's gonna go to the dude that loves. And they just wanted to
a guy who's
give him a reason to be in the movie.
Yeah.
A reason.
Exactly. But
so
I just think
bad.
it's so dumb.
So bad.
I think.
But yeah, Jean's acting is bad. I guess Professor X. So McAvoy, y'all didn't like him. This go around.
This one.
I think this movie I got annoyed.
Somebody who else I did think did a good job acting was what's his name as Beast. I'm gonna find his name.
Hank McCoy.
Yeah, it's Hank.
Yeah, that's the actor's name. I love that actor.
No, I mean,
yeah, he did good.
I think this was one of his stronger performances as this character.
But at the same time, it is performance as the character. But what his character, like, I understand he had a thing with Raven. Nicholas Hoult. But him as Beast was really good in this movie. But I absolutely despise the fight scene in the city. Okay. It just felt so
every Beast in Magneto, and they've got a whole team with them.
That whole
situation. They go to Jean, and she's posted up with the alien lady. They go to Jean to kill Jean, and then Professor X and his team come up, and that's when it's the.
Yeah, but it's
you're
Hank
always
McCoy.
Lecturing.
Yeah,
Charles.
but it's like Hank McCoy and Magneto. It's like, what the who wrote this? Like, what's going on? Like, and then they kind of just the Beast hops around everywhere, and they're having this fight that literally they don't have to fight in this area. Like, they're acting like this is just their like it feels like such a big event, but such like a tight space. It feels claustrophobic. The whole scene feels claustrophobic because it feels like they're in such tight spaces and all this action is happening. But it doesn't. It's always that. It's always. It's like that. I can't
wait to explain to you why when we get.
Yeah, it's always like it feels so condensed in that scene. I'm just like, God. It feels like I'm getting a box swollen in on me. Like it doesn't feel like it's like open.
Right.
It feels like a video game. Like a small map on a video game.
Yeah.
Like you don't have really anywhere to go, but you only have one pathway that leads to a small other area, and it's like that's the level. Yeah. And that's the level, and then you go to another map.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
An actor that was doing really bad, was Ty Sheridan as Cyclops.
Dude, oh my gosh, the worst.
Dude, yeah, I'll let you say it. The worst line in the whole movie.
The worst line in this movie, and I hope I'm on the same level as you.
I think you're on the same level as me.
So they're in the woods, right?
Yeah.
They're in the woods, right? And they're having this little party, and but wait, I kind of want to bring up before another worst line is when she's another really bad line from like it's like the beginning when he's like when Cyclops is like looking at Jean, he's like, "Are you like all right?" And she's like, I don't know. I feel turned, like everything's turned up. And we're like, oh, turn up. Okay. Like, she was like, everything's just turned up. And I'm like, oh, okay.
No freaking.
So then fast forward, we get another bad line from Cyclops. And it's like, they're in the woods. They're all having this party. And this is right before Jean kind of fucking explodes like Soldier Boy. And
right.
Like she's literally walking around. She's like, give me another drink. And she's walking. And then, he gets her a drink, and then they start walking together, and he's like, do you know what the kids are calling you? She's like, oh, I hope it's good. Or like, what'd she say? I hope it's good. And he's like, they're calling you the Phoenix.
Isn't that cool?
And it's just like, oh my God, that hurt my soul, dude.
So, because this mutant was in space and got hit with cosmic energy, kids were like, what should we call her now? The Phoenix. No, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
They're calling you Phoenix. Oh, Just thinking about that scene just makes me cringe.
Oh,
That is hilarious.
It's so bad,
bro.
dude.
one of the best lines is from your boy as Quicksilver. What's his name? What's his name, bro?
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, yeah.
Yeah.
Evan Peters when they come back from space and the kids are like all huddled around Quicksilver
Yeah.
and them and they're talking to him and stuff and he's like, yeah, I mean, Gene did a little bit, but it was mostly all me. That, he was doing little quippy stuff like that the whole
Yeah.
movie. He was like
I'm telling you,
a
So
bright
I think,
spot in the movie.
Yeah.
I think Evan Peters as Quicksilver. That's if they want to cast him in the future
like
for
keep
movies.
him. Yeah.
They
Keep him.
should,
Like,
yeah.
I think he would be a great Quicksilver.
Yeah, that's
Um,
hilarious.
That's a one takeaway that I think that's a diamond in the rough right there.
Yeah.
For me with the Fox X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quicksilver,
Yeah.
Evan Peters is Quicksilver. I think that's
I've
a
heard
good
that.
touch.
That's a good
Which
take.
they did bring
That's a
him
good
back for
take.
WandaVision,
Mhm.
but it wasn't what you'd be thinking. It was literally just like Evan Peters.
He comes back and she calls him her brother, but
Yeah.
then like after everything, he's not. It's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah. I don't even know what all was really going on.
Right?
there.
Yeah, it was that's
Yeah.
and that was towards the ending of
Yeah.
that WandaVision show.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, but also like I don't think the ending, like the post-credit scene, should have been in the movie.
Wait, there was a post.
What
we
the
went
frick?
we skipped all the way to the end and
Wait,
we didn't see
what?
a post.
No, like after they show
Are you talking about the
Um,
Phoenix in the air?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We saw that. That was
not really a post.
It's
was-
like
We were
it's like
dying.
it's like
at
a-
the soundtrack of that.
it
because
cuts
it's
to
like
black.
that. It's like that.
Well, only I said it, or I guess it was a pre-credit scene
Yeah.
because
Right.
like it cuts to black and then it's that.
But Julian, did you notice the song, the soundtrack? It always go.
Oh yeah.
There's always that lady like screaming or singing.
But yeah.
Do y'all want to go ahead and get into box office?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, let's get
let's
over
get
it.
into box
Too much else
office
to
because
say.
I think
Let's get into New
I've,
Mutants.
yeah, I think I've gotten into everything that I wanted to do.
Okay, so getting into box office and trivia, and we're starting off trivia in the box office, which usually means bad news.
Oh, God.
So,
Oh
this
God, here we
film-
go, guys.
this film had a budget of 133 million.
Okay.
Okay, it was actually way more than that because of how much they spent on marketing and reshoots and all that kind of stuff. The film grossed 252 million worldwide. This cost them. Wait. No. $200 million. I'm sorry. $200 million budget.
Okay.
$254 million box office return. This movie cost them 133 million. Like they lost 130 million on it.
Yikes!
This was one of the biggest bombs
Flop.
of all time.
Yeah. It came
Wow.
out in 2019.
This is
No,
number
no.
30 on the biggest bombs of all time.
Yeah, and we had there was the funny thing is I think you said it, there's a lot. Okay, so the thing that you said it, but there's
There's a lot of X-Men.
There's a lot of X-Men flops on the top 100.
New Mutants is in 89.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biggest flops of all time.
Yeah.
And then not Dark Phoenix, but Apocalypse was on the list. I think it was like in the 100 somethings.
Something like that.
There was a few. There's a few in there, but yeah, this was a big loss
Flop. Yeah.
for this movie. And getting into trivia, this movie was going to be a new series of X-Men originally.
Really? Oh,
This was
no.
supposed to be starting like a new trilogy of X-Men, but
I'm sure it was.
because it did so poorly, it scrapped, and then the Disney deal happened.
I assume they
Good.
saw how bad it did, and they were
Good.
just like, I assume they like I said, I think they really just were trying to cash in that check, and it just bounced several times, and they were just kind of just like, hands off now, kind of like with Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So
Check bounced. We're good now.
what did y'all think about Mystique dying?
Yeah,
It was
Mystique
kind of just
dying-
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was kind of just out of nowhere, and I think you're getting to something with that.
So Jennifer Lawrence actually didn't want to return as this character. She was done with the character. She had multiple interviews saying she didn't want to do any more X-Men movies. Mystique and Magneto were actually not supposed to be in this movie. But then she said that she didn't want to just leave the fans wondering why she disappeared, because to them, this is going to be a next trio of movies. So,
Right.
if we don't get her for the next trio, then she's going to be gone forever.
Yeah.
So, they just killed her off.
Yeah.
And they brought Magneto because he's so connected to her in this verse of the X-Men.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, he's just, man. Wow.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball heavy.
Yeah. Director Simon Kinberg. I'm pretty sure his first project.
Yeah,
for
it
any
is.
of these
It
X-Men
is.
movies.
I think it is.
In a podcast, I don't know which podcast, but he went on taking full responsibility for this movie's failing.
Oh, wow. That's
which-
props to him.
Yeah.
That's some balls.
I think, yeah,
right
he got
there.
some balls, dude. Props to him. And, it takes it. That's the biggest thing, man. In this world, it takes a lot to, all it takes is just acknowledgement at first. And, it takes a lot of, that's the first step of doing great things, is acknowledging
But
stuff.
I bet that really
Yeah.
hurt his career, though.
But he also brought up Disney being a factor in this movie's unsuccess.
God, I hate Disney so
and
much.
saying that they didn't really market it very well, and
Well,
it was
let's not
their-
act like the marketing would have
it
helped
was
the movie.
also Disney's decision to have this come out super close to Endgame.
Okay.
I
That makes sense. That makes
forgot.
sense. But
So
at the
was
same
Disney
time,
like, oh, we're about to slate them right after us? They're about to make.
oh
nothing.
shit! It was Disney's ultimate plan,
Right.
Because they knew they were going to get the rights to X-Men at one point, so they
Yeah.
had to sabotage.
Yeah.
I see where there could be some
That would not
little
surprise
story
me.
there, a little documentary. I
That-
want to see behind the scenes what's
That would-
what's
that
going
wouldn't surprise
on.
me.
Disney, you corrupt company.
But yeah, there was several. I think there was like 4 pushbacks on this movie as far as when it was supposed to release. I don't have all
Right.
the dates, but there was a bunch of pushbacks and reshoots and all that. The final fight was reshot because it didn't test well for audiences. I think they just need to stop testing stuff with audiences. Just be confident in what you made, and if we don't like it, we don't like it. Because I feel like most of the time when it's like, oh, the audience didn't like this bit, it comes out worse.
Yeah.
Every single freaking
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And then they get worried. They're like, "Oh, what should we do?
Yeah.
Hella reshoots,
Yeah.
changing the whole story, putting Giancarlo Esposito in as a villain in the big role at the last minute."
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's gonna be so bad.
Bro, I hope not. Last little 2. So this Dark Phoenix was actually going to be a 2-parter. Originally,
Kinda
this
like-
was going to be a 2-parter.
So they're trying to pull an animated series on us.
Yeah, they are.
They were about halfway through on like the script and getting everything done for the first part when Marvel came and said, "No, this is going to be one," and
Right.
they had to rework everything. So that's another
Sheesh.
factor to why it could have been a
Like,
little.
why not just watch the animated series and just
Falling
make
a
those
little
2
flat.
episodes?
Yeah.
Who knows? Fate was not, was not their fate.
Mm-hmm.
Their fate was ultimately bombing, and we'll never see a Fox X-Men property ever again.
Yeah.
So woo!
But last one is, so they really did try to keep the budget as low as possible.
Right.
And that's why scenes like the city street or the final fight are just kind of in these like areas.
Small areas.
And it just feels
dude.
like we can't leave these areas. It's because they just green screened
They're like-
it up. And
I'm like, they're
they
like
just
Beast.
shot their,
Jump on. They're like the stuntman for Beast.
shot
They're like,
their quick stuff.
they're like-
and called it.
yeah, they're like Beast. Jump on the cars, and do some. Act like you're dodging a laser, Beast. And they kind of just turn the camera. All right, now, Gene, you do something cool, or you just stand there looking menacing. Like they literally just had to turn the camera like this.
But yeah, so their budget definitely hindered them from doing all out with like action and stuff. So
yeah.
that was definitely a big factor.
I was gonna say Logan, wasn't it 90 million?
Yeah, Logan was cheap as hell, but there's also like
That's how much
no
CGI.
no CGI
Yeah.
other than claws
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
They were doing stuff in camera and that shit. They were making real movies
Yeah,
on Logan.
facts.
Yeah,
I still gotta get
still-
that freaking. I wonder if there's like a steel book. This is way off topic of it. Steel book of the black and white.
There probably
Yeah,
is.
I
That
bet.
would be tough.
Mhm.
Go to Amazon.
That would be tough.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our ASG rewind for
Phew, I'm like sweating. I got me heated. I'm
For
like,
Dark
that-
Phoenix.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix.
We still
really-
got one more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this ASG Rewind. I really enjoyed, as much as I hated it,
Yeah.
well, we really enjoyed talking about the Dark Phoenix. It was awesome, but thank you guys again for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.